All right, so this is a suggestion via a channel member. The name of the video is a CNN brutally turns on Kamala Harris after a bizarre town hall with Anderson Cooper. Bro, why would Anderson Cooper turn on Kamala Harris? They're like homies, right? But either way, let's go ahead and find out.
Of fumbled interviews and word salads continues after she bombed her CNN town hall with Anderson Cooper. The town hall was widely expected to be a softball interview, as has happened in the past. But Anderson Cooper did in fact-check the presidential nominee on occasion.
Really?
Additionally, CNN hosts and panelists railed on Harris after the event, suggesting the network may be turning on her just 2 weeks out from the election. In true Kamala style, she served up a confused word salad about parenting, despite never having children.
Is there something you can point to in your life, political life or in your life in the last 4 years, that you think is a mistake that you have learned from?
I mean, I've made many mistakes.
Okay.
And they range from, if you've ever parented a child, you make lots of mistakes too.
Oh no. But you've never parented. Okay.
In my role as vice president, I've probably worked very hard at making sure that I am well versed on issues, and
okay.
I think that is very important. It's a mistake not to be well versed on an issue and feel compelled to answer a question.
Commentator Matt Walsh slammed Harris for her answer, saying, multiple times in this town hall, Kamala claimed that she raised and parented children. Her stepkids were 20 and 15 when she married into the family. She did not raise children. She has no idea what raising a child actually means or entails.
Okay, that is semi-valid. But a 15-year-old, they're still young, right? You're encountering the late stages of their childhood, but you can't really say you've ever raised a child if you've never actually raised a child. It's the weirdest thing in the world to do, but she's trying her hardest, I guess, right?
And again, Kamala Harris gave a confused word salad answer when asked why she hadn't made any changes despite being in the White House for 4 years.
Some voters might ask, you've been in the White House for 4 years, you were vice president, not the president, but why wasn't any of that done for the last 4 years?
Well, there was a lot that was done, but there's more to do, Anderson. And I'm pointing out things that need to be done, that haven't been done, but need to be done.
And on the issue of the border, Harris was fact-checked by Anderson Cooper after she attempted to blame Donald Trump for the border crisis again.
Under Donald Trump, you criticized the wall more than 50 times. You called it stupid, useless, and a medieval vanity project. Is a border wall stupid?
Well, let's talk about Donald Trump and that border wall.
Okay.
So remember, Donald Trump said Mexico would pay for it?
Okay.
Come on, they didn't. How much of that wall did he build? I think the last number I saw is about 2%. And then when it came time for him to do a photo op, you know where he did it?
Okay.
In the part of the wall that President Obama built.
But you're agreeing to a bill that would earmark $650 million to continue building that wall.
I pledge that I am going to bring forward that bipartisan bill to further strengthen and secure our border. Yes, I am. And I'm going to work across the aisle to pass a comprehensive bill that deals with a broken immigration system. I think Jackson's question, part of it was to acknowledge that America has always had migration, but there needs to be a legal process for it.
Okay, see, this is what I was waiting for. I was waiting for her to actually say enough so I can actually, soak this in for a second here. Yeah, she definitely complained a whole lot about the border wall. Then she's the vice president. She's obviously not the president. She does not make the final decision like that. So I think we need to be all intellectually honest in this instance here. Now, she was there, and she also went on a view and said that she's completely fine with what, the White House has been doing for the last 4 years. Completely fine with it. To the point where there's a lot done, but there's more still to be done. Like what, Kamala Harris? Because every single time you've had the ability to speak, you ended up sounding like an extremist. Like, go back multiple years before she actually became VP and just listen to the debates. Listen to some of the things that she actually wanted for the United States of America. And you'll start to realize exactly who she is when she has the ability to kind of control her entire campaign. Okay, that's who she is, not whatever this is right now. Okay, because you basically where the borders are, right? It ended with you. You were completely fine with all of these individuals coming into the nation in a very illicit manner, and now she isn't, because she realizes that the tide has changed slightly. Okay, but either way,
people have to earn it. And that's the point that I think is the most important point that can be made, which is we need a president who is grounded in common sense and practical outcomes. Like, let's just fix this thing. Let's just fix it. Why is there any ideological perspective on it? Let's just fix the problem.
To fix the problem, you're doing this compromise bill. It does call for $650 million that was earmarked under Trump to actually still go to build the wall.
I'm not afraid of good ideas where they occur.
So you don't think it's stupid anymore?
I think what he did and how he did it did not make much sense, because he actually didn't do much of anything. I just talked about that wall, right? We just talked about it. He didn't actually do much of anything.
But you do want to build some wall.
I want to strengthen our border.
Is Anderson Cooper like being an actual journalist right now, bro? Not like a bias person that gives softball interviews? Is that what's happening here? Guys, that's spectacular. Thank you for pushing back against the idiocy.
Donald Trump then blasted her answer.
She said during that town hall she believes they've handled the border correctly. CNN pressed her on it. Would you have done anything different? Do you regret anything? And she said, quote, "I think we did the right thing."
Wait a minute, that she's handled it correctly?
Correct.
She said that?
She said that. She said, quote, "I think we did the right thing."
We allowed 21 million people in. We allowed 13,099 murderers. We allowed mental institutions from all over the world. If she said that, look, she's a grossly incompetent person. And if she said that, they had the worst border in history.
He also went on to publicly shame Kamala Harris.
Did he say 21 million people? Is that a thing?
Harris's town hall during a rally.
I didn't know it was that high. If so,
she's so bad. I watched last night. I don't watch CNN often. It's fake news, but I watched last night. Oh, there they. Oops, the camera just went off. I watched last night. She did a town hall. Honestly, it was pathetic. It was pathetic. There's never been anything like that. We can't let it happen.
Okay, guys, really quickly. So I'm definitely seeing numbers, and this is from the budgethouse.gov, of about 8 million, not 21 million. Nationwide, 6.7 million is the number that have actually been encountered at the southern border. So I'm not sure where he got that number from. I knew it felt high.
There's never been anything like that.
This is from the White House.
We can't let it happen. We can't. That's why you have to get everyone saying how well we're doing. You still get out. The people that haven't voted, get out and vote. We can't take a chance. We can't take a chance on this disaster continuing, because we won't have a country left if it does.
Surprisingly, both social media and mainstream media had similar reactions to the town hall, with even Kamala Harris's greatest allies slamming the performance.
Republicans would take another hour of Kamala Harris. We'd just press play, let her keep going. We'd pay for another hour to let her keep non-answering the questions. I think Anderson's asking her, well, why haven't you done it? You've been there for 4 years. Why have you done any of this? And the word salad answer she gave to that was just mind-boggling. I mean, it's blown up the internet, her answer to that question. I think the things that are troubling for people were her responses to, Van said about what you're going to do to reduce costs when they asked her at the beginning. We're hurting economically. She said, I'm going to prosecute corporations.
What?
Right? That's not going to lower costs. I'm going to make things better for me. I'm going to prosecute people. Trump bad is not a message that's going to get her elected.
Yeah, but that's her only message, though. Like, did you see her at the DNC convention? No policies, no actual things that have the ability to change everyone's life, not just like specifically a select group of individuals, right? And just don't vote for me because the other guy is bad. That's basically the messaging.
And even CNN's Jake Tapper and Dana Bash criticized her performance.
Focused a lot more on Donald Trump, I think it's fair to say, than she did on many specifics in terms of what she would do.
If her goal was to close the deal, they're not sure she did that.
Conservative commentator Piers Morgan also doubled down on the criticism, saying, "I watched this whole town hall. It was terrible. Kamala just talks in endless word salad gibberish. When she loses, and she will, the Democrats are going to look so dumb for allowing her to coronate herself as a nominee without any proper contest." Another unsuccessful media appearance is the last thing Kamala Harris needs this close to the election, says Sky News host Liz Storer.
We all know Harris is failing in the polls. It is a painful death to watch, but that doesn't mean it isn't very, very entertaining. Her latest appearance on the campaign trail was a town hall meeting on CNN. She had a big go at Donald Trump because he decided not to come to this one, and she made a big deal out of that. Of course, he'd simply decided not to come because A, he doesn't need to. He's doing very handsomely in the polls without it, and B, CNN, not a friendly audience for the Trump campaign. You're not really going to win many CNN viewers over, are you? So he decided to save his time. She had the floor all to herself, and wasn't it entertaining? She literally took one question and took the opportunity to answer it by explaining why she wasn't going to be very quick or good at answering the questions. The whole purpose of the town hall.
But I will say, guys, I mean, this is what the same exact thing I said when she went to specifically Fox News. I was like, bro, what are you doing over there? Right? Like, why are you there? You are going to convert 0.00% of individuals to your cause. 0%. It's not happening.
So I may not be quick.
And honestly, Trump on CNN, the same exact thing.
They have the answer
Completely,
as soon as
both
you
of them
ask
are partisan.
it about a specific policy issue sometimes, because
And they're dug in.
I'm going to want to research it. I'm going to want to study it. I'm kind of a nerd sometimes. I confess.
What are we laughing at right now?
Lady, nobody believes that you study anything. You don't even study your briefing notes. She was also asked, is she
That's a stretch.
a religious person? Does she pray? And here was her answer just days after two guys were evicted from one of her rallies for shouting out, "Jesus is Lord."
Do you pray every day?
I do pray every day. I do pray every day, sometimes twice a day.
Oh, yeah, she's so devout.
The disastrous town hall comes only hours after Kamala Harris shocked voters and commentators by comparing Donald Trump to dictator Adolf Hitler, with former acting US Attorney General Matthew Whitaker saying this shows her desperation.
It just shows, that she's willing to take cheap political hits at Donald Trump. I mean, no one believes that Donald Trump is a fascist, because I tell you what, he was a president of the United States for 4 years and really took no action that would suggest that he wants to lead us to something like Mussolini's Italy. So, I think that is just a cheap political slur that Kamala Harris is trying to throw against President Trump in order to steal this election, but she's just not going to make it happen.
Okay. All right. Okay, hold on. What's interesting is that word gets thrown around to both sides, bro. Like certain, if you keep using words and you keep throwing words at groups and people, they start to lose all the power, bro. Just gonna be honest here. They both need to stop name calling. Trump and his overall cohorts need to definitely stop the name calling, because it's pointless. We're adults. And Kamala Harris, the same exact thing. Stop the name calling. We're adults. We can handle things in a way that's conducive to actual society, along with our social contract. Okay, let's keep it civil. That is all. Okay, that is all. But now watching her at this town hall, though, I mean, yeah, that's basically it. She laughs at her own jokes. Jokes are never funny. They miss every single time. They're just not funny. Okay. But for some reason, she thinks that they're the funniest things on the planet. And so she keeps telling us ridiculous quips, basically. But either way, guys, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. Guys, before we go, are you guys subscribed to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd, along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Both are found in the description. Check it out.